We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Friday, April 7th. I'm Brad Locke. Thanks for joining us. You can catch Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. Watch it at djournal.com, on Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. Going to take a quick look now at news, sports, and weather for Northeast Mississippi. Let's start with the Weather Underground forecast. Going to have a nice weekend in store today. Clear skies, high of 66 degrees, low of 39, 0% chance of rain. The 3-day outlook, Saturday more of the same. Clear skies, high of 72, low of 48, just a 10% chance of rain. Clear skies Sunday, high of 79, low of 52, 0% chance of rain. And then Monday, starting out the new week with partly cloudy skies, a high of 79, low of 58, and a 10% chance of rain. Let's take a look now at some of the top stories from the Daily Journal and djournal.com on this Friday. Police are treating the death of 2 Tupelo men early Thursday morning as a double homicide, and they're still trying to determine if an altercation involving gunfire on Monument Street hours later is related. Tupelo police responded to a report of 2 unresponsive males at 902 West Jackson Street at 4:17 a.m. on Thursday. Patrol officers found the men dead with what appeared to be gunshot wounds. Lee County Coroner Carolyn Green identified the victims as 25-year-old Timothy Butler and 26-year-old Andrew Robinson. Around 8:30 Thursday morning, police responded to a shots fired call at the Hilldale Apartments at 320 Monument Street. There was also a physical altercation, but no one was injured from the gunshots. Police said they've been given information that the 2 incidents may be related. Well, time is running out for North Mississippi Health Services and United Healthcare to find a resolution to a dispute over payments. The Tupelo-based healthcare system and the Minnesota-based insurer are currently in arbitration. NMHS claims United Health owes in excess of $40 million. United Health says its analysis found mistakes on less than 3% of the flagged claims and that the hospital system improperly tried to terminate its contract. The 2 sides have agreed to hold the status quo through May 31st while they work through arbitration. The dispute affects about 50,000 Mississippians who have commercial United Health policies purchased individually or through employers. It also affects those who use United Health for Medicare Advantage or Mississippi Medicaid CAN coordinated care networks. Mississippi Insurance Commissioner Mike Chaney and his staff have been closely watching the dispute, and now by the end of April they will present a preliminary report from a market conduct analysis of United Health. United Health will have up to 30 days to respond to the report before it becomes public. Depending on the outcome of the report, the commissioner can order payment adjustments as well as levy fines based on the facts and the law. Tupelo Christian Preparatory School keeps growing, and so it will keep building. The school has several construction projects slated to take place this spring and summer. Fine arts classrooms are currently being built, and the school plans to add 6 classrooms to its elementary school wing. A new parking lot will be built on campus as well. An addition is also being made on the TCPS middle school building, where 4 fine arts classrooms will soon be housed. These changes will free up classroom space in the high school building for future students. The expansion follows significant growth of the TCPS student body. In 2016, the school saw an 11% jump in enrollment from the previous school year, putting its total enrollment at around 610 students. And Headmaster Ronnie Hill said numbers for 2017-18 are already ahead of where they were this time last year. The projects will cost a total of roughly $1 million. And in sports, Ole Miss and Mississippi State sports fans will be able to get their fill this weekend. The Rebels and Bulldogs both have home baseball series, and both will host their annual spring football games on Saturday. In Oxford, a 3-game baseball series against Alabama starts today at 6:30 p.m. Ole Miss was swept by MSU last weekend, then beat Southern Miss in extra innings on Tuesday. The football squad wraps up its spring work with the Grove Bowl at 11 a.m. Saturday, and the game will be broadcast on the SEC network. In Starkville, the Diamond Dogs host Kentucky with today's game set for a 6 p.m. start. After sweeping Ole Miss last weekend, MSU split a pair of midweek games with Florida International. On the gridiron, the maroon and white game will begin at 3 p.m. on the SEC network. That's it for Newsbreak on this Friday. We do want to remind you of a couple of the podcasts we produce here at the Daily Journal. The Memo, all things Northeast Mississippi news and entertainment, with myself and W. Derek Russell. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday. Find them in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at memo.djournal.com. On today's episode, we talk with Jenna Parsons about food. M. Scott Morris offers his review of the movie Ghost in the Shell, and we go over what's happening in the local entertainment scene. Also, Double Coverage, a podcast about Ole Miss and Mississippi State sports with Parrish Alford and Logan Lowry. New episodes normally coming to you every Thursday. This week's episode delayed a bit. Look for it later today. You can find it in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at doublecoverage.djournal.com. All the stories I talked about today you can find in your Daily Journal or at djournal.com. We're on Twitter at djournalnow. Give our Facebook page a like as well. That's it for Newsbreak on this Friday. I'm Brad Locke. Y'all have a great weekend.